It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
Wilson going to come out throwing. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. There again is Cooks, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A first down carry for Barkley. No gain on the play there, second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Youngboy. And this a 39-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Burrow. They set up the screen for Henry, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jeremy Chin in there to drop him for a loss on the play. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Finding Knox there, complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little more success.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Saquon Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. It's Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
They begin with Henry. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about a little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding.
He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter. Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin with a run by Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Wilson. Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they bring what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
He'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now it's Burrow. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 54 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Blankenship's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Wilson's throw taken in by Samuel. And brought down, but not before